Good morning. I have contemplated making this video for far too long because I wanted everything to be perfect, which is classic me, but I would just never get to it. So this is it. This is the beginning of our YouTube channel. I will get my shit together. I've got a little tripod and a proper setup, but it's at the warehouse. So for today, you're just going to get the raw and real version while I get ready for work, because otherwise I'll just never get into it. So my favorite morning routine is the Revive Mist, collagen C serum straight onto damp skin. That's the whole point of misting. Helps for the skin, well, the ingredients to penetrate further into the skin, especially because our collagen C serum has hyaluronic acid in it. And making sure we're pressing it into the skin, especially our neck and chest. And I'm going to commit a little skin crime. I'm not going to put sunscreen on today because I can just not find one that I like, and I'm going straight to the warehouse and the inside. So yes, very naughty, but I just can't find one that I like, and I'm sick of putting ones on my skin that either feel like shit or then a week later I get a breakout. So if you've got a good sunscreen that you like, please let me know because I'm really, really sick of wasting money on ones. I'm going to go in with our BB cream. As you can see, this bottle is well loved and it's very empty, but a little hack to not waste literally any product at all is using the pump end to get the rest out. And I think that our bottles are on their way, so they should be arriving in the first week of February. And the base ingredients for the mineral BB cream should actually arrive this week. So maybe I'll be able to show you how we make the BB cream because we make that in-house. Yeah, just gently spreading it across the skin and then doing that patting and pressing motion. I went to a gig in Brisbane last night, so I'm looking a little tireder than normal. And I am going to sort that out with some concealer. Also, guys, having applications like this is just a cause of bacteria. So if you do have something like this or you're wearing your makeup brushes, please make sure you wash and clean them regularly. You can peel the little top off and wash it. But I would say if you have those makeup, what are they called? Foundation things that have the applicator on the top, throw it in the bin. It's literally a breeding ground for bacteria and acne and breakouts and all the yucky stuff that you don't want on your skin. Look, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just having a crack. And then I use one of our little removal makeup pads to just get the excess product out of my eyebrows. I will also get better at looking at the right little spot. And because I am feeling a little bit tired, and you know how you feel when you're a bit tired and shitty, I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer to try and lighten up my little face. That is me done. Shush me little eyebrows up. So I'm just waiting for Louis to wake up. I'm about to pop on a load of washing and then we should be in the warehouse around 9 o'clock. Jess and I are having a photo shoot this Wednesday for a new product that's launching, hopefully on Valentine's Day. We'll see what happens with the shipment. So that'll be fun, and I'll take you behind the scenes of that, which is going to be really exciting. It's a really big personal product to me. I developed it through the end of my pregnancy and postpartum because I felt like there was nothing like the product that we designed. So yeah, I'm really, really excited about this launch, and it's like a new branch for Savia. So it's going to be really fun. But yeah, I'll pop back in with you guys soon. So while I have my breakfast, I take my morning supplements. So number one is this Mother's Blend. It is so amazing, and I have really noticed a difference for me personally throughout pregnancy and postpartum.
The lady who makes this is from the Sunshine Coast. She'll be coming on the podcast within the next couple of months, I think. But her Instagram account is amazing if you are a woman anyone actually, who wants to just get more out of life. She shares so many great recipes and really good tips for raising children in the aspect of nutrition and health. And then I take a Mum and Bub probiotic. I had to have an emergency cesarean, so I had to also have antibiotics, and so did Louis. So I've been taking this for 6 months, and I'll probably continue for another 6 months just to help heal my gut system, and it also goes through my breast milk to help heal his. And then I just have the rest of my prenatal left, which I will continue until it runs out.
Firstly, I have to insert a picture of my little tripod setup because it's absolutely genius. But while I am waiting for Luman to wake up, I thought I would just do a bit of an introduction around what this channel is going to be about. So I'm Katie. I am 29 in March, which is a little bit terrifying. I'm a mama to Louis, who is 6 months old. I'm a wife. I'm a business owner of an online sustainable skincare store. That's a mouthful. And I live in Palm Beach on a street where there's literally 45 construction blocks going on. So you're just going to have to get used to that sound because there's no amount of fluffering it out and dead cats that will get rid of that. So I'm sorry in advance. Also, we have renovations going on at our warehouse. So it's just going to be the soundtrack of this YouTube channel. But yeah, over on our business, we've developed such an incredible, really involved community, and they're constantly asking for little elements of things that are outside of our business, I guess. So like routines and sustainability and motherhood and camping and renovating, and it's just really getting off brand for what we want to share with Sabi & Co. We have 6 core values with Sabi & Co, and they revolve around self-love, sustainability, obviously skincare, and education and change in those elements. So for me to hop on and share like motherhood stuff, it's just really like mixing up what the whole process of our business is about. So this channel is going to be under myself, and it will have all the elements of the business, of motherhood, of camping, of renos, and all the things that we do. And I'm really excited, but I'm equally feeling a little bit daunted. I don't know if that's a word. Nervous. I don't love being on camera. I feel like it's really easy for me to do it for work, and this little snippet here feels like work for me. But I've been saying that we're going to do this for over a year now, and I've struggled to pick up the camera because I feel like who the hell wants to know what I get up to in my day-to-day life? You guys are asking to see it. It's going to be very raw and real, but also it's going to be authentic because that's not who I am. I'll never show up on here with a filter. I'll never cut out when I stutter on my words. That's, I think, why the business has gotten to where it is because we are very authentic and we just show up as who we are as individuals. And yeah, I just don't really care what people think of me. So that's a big change that I've had in myself in the last year through pregnancy and postpartum. It's just letting go of that care of judgment and what people think. And that will be some little elements that we put into this channel as well, because I think it's so important. There's so much pressure to be that girl and to be doing more and, being more. And I think through postpartum, I had a very, I don't think I would call it like traumatic, but challenging birth. And on paper, probably traumatic. But for me, it didn't feel traumatic because I feel like it is exactly what I needed to experience to become a real version of myself. And it really just made me let go of everything that didn't matter. It's really made me feel so light and happy in my chest and my heart, which is so nice. And I want to inspire other people to feel that, because that's why we put on this earth, is to be joyous and to be free and to be loving. And when we have these societal judgments of we should be something that we're not, it puts so much pressure on us and it dulls our shine and that lightness in our heart. So, saved by the bell. I was rambling. Welcome to Monday Night Madness in our house. I'm just finishing off a couple of little tasks. Dave is cooking up his work lunches. I'm going to start working on dinner. And little Louis is having
pre-dinner snack. Little hack for when you buy fresh lilies. The little buds not only stain the flowers, but if you have white tables, they also stain that too. So before I pop them into a vase, I always cut the little stems off. Good morning. This page is just becoming a series of me at early hours of the morning with crazy hair. But if you guys wanted to know a little bit more about how we prep for a photo shoot, so while Louis having his morning nap, I thought I'd just catch you up to how we prepare, obviously, before the day of the shoot. So number one is making sure we create a mood board, and we usually do that through Pinterest because you can upload images that you like to a secret board, but then Pinterest also helps you to find similar scenes or similar images. And we've had that mood board going for about 3 months. The photographer and also the models get invited into that mood board so they know what to expect for the day. And I just think it's such a great way to respect everyone's time as well, because there's no fluffing around like, what should we do next? Oh, let's look for inspiration. It's kind of all ready to go. We also create a run sheet, like a timeline of how long we want each little section or scene to go for. And then in regards to the actual product, we always get several samples of every single product. But what I like to do is once the sample is perfected and we go into bulk production, instead of waiting for the bulk production to arrive, because that can be a month to 3 months, time frame of waiting for it to arrive, I always use the last sample, so the perfect sample for these shoots, so that we have all the imagery ready and it's not a rush. And then that way we can go back and refine and be like, actually, we don't really like this shoot. We need to do this again. So Jess and I have also been spending a bit of time creating reels and mock-ups of what this shoot's going to be. So today we know exactly, we're on the same page of how we want flat lays to look, how we want the model to look. And I feel like it just minimizes the time of like fluffing around, but also it just makes the shoot so much better because everyone's on the same page and it allows for that area of creativity to come through instead of like rushing it. My final job while Louis is sleeping is to pack my car with the things that I have at home for the shoot, so lots of little pots and vases. I also picked out a bunch of neutral clothing for the model because I think that's one great tip. If you really have a set vision for what you want things to look like, sometimes it's easier to provide the clothing because then you know exactly what it's going to be like. Also, a little tip is to make sure if you're doing like a neutral shoot to ask them to have no nail polish on or, a neutral color. Also, no makeup or heaps of makeup depending what you're on. And then just some little things for Lumen. We also have a lot of stuff at the warehouse that once this is all in the car, I'll go there and just cross-reference with Jess to make sure we're not doubling up or missing anything. What a day. I hope you guys really enjoyed coming along the behind the scenes of how we kind of build out a shoot, how it comes to life. And then Tennille, the incredible person that she is, can provide a proof within hours after the shoot has literally been done, which is crazy. I am on such a high. It is so exciting seeing something that you've, built from a thought or a pain point in your own life come to life and be able to see the tangible product and then to see the shoot of exactly how you envisioned it. And I'm so excited for this launch. It's really, really special to my heart. And then obviously the body oil will be coming later in the year. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, shoot them through. Is what we are working with today. I've got oats, collagen powder, shredded coconut, chia seeds, dates, and cacao powder. I've also got Mr. Luman on a bone broth icy pole. We are also starting solids this weekend, which is going to be super fun. And now time for, in my opinion, the worst job, rolling the Bliss Balls. The consistency is nice and sticky. You want it to be like that so that you can actually roll the balls and they stick together. And then set them in the fridge, and I'll freeze maybe 2/3 of this. If you have a sweet tooth, you could also add in some maple syrup, honey, or vanilla extract. But personally, I think the date syrup is more than enough for me. Blue Man's on to his second little ice block, so hopefully I can smash out rolling these before he gets bored. So I've popped the big container in the fridge because I know I'll eat those two in the next hour or so. And then I'll put the lid on, the other two are in the freezer. This is a little bit of a sneak peek of our fridge. That is the bone broth that I've been using for Lumen. It is 100% organic. It does come in plastic, unfortunately, but if you're a busy mum, it is really, in my opinion, one of the best on the market. And we're in desperate need of a grocery shop, and I am married to a tradie.